position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the California Golden Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears is about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Down. Quickly complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season all fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
And the Wolverines are on the move. off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Start and need to put something together on this drive. Now rolling to the left. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the 1st quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Karapateas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Bears will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Trying to run it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. So now it's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. There he goes. Touchdown, Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The sure hands. It's Karapateas. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds. And that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful. And
the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the catch on the left. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Trying to escape and get... Oh, it's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback extends the play. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moves away as he feels pressure. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Working that left side. McGraw's the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Karapateas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
And back to the air on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get outside. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trying play action. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. The spin, still on his feet. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Michigan offense. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Released by the QB. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Murphy. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're... Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Charcoal. Snare. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 35 to Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Under fire. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.